Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy Love, whatever you call him, he's got our attention. He's been called many things: a rapper, a producer, a businessman, a walking, talking brand. P. Diddy, or whatever he goes by these days, is a force to be reckoned with. He's one of those figures in hip-hop who transcends the music. Diddy's presence is felt in fashion, television, and even in the way we drink our vodka. Now, I'm not saying he's single-handedly responsible for the rise of overpriced vodka brands endorsed by celebrities. But let's just say he saw an opportunity and, well, he Diddy'd it. He's like the hip-hop version of a chameleon, constantly adapting, evolving, and somehow always ending up on top. But let's be real. Behind the shiny suits and the diamond-encrusted sunglasses, there's a fascinating and often controversial story. A story filled with dizzying highs, dramatic lows, and enough beef to make a butcher blush. So buckle up, kids, as we take a deep dive into the world of P. Diddy. Just try to keep up. From uptown to the world stage, the not-so-humble beginnings. Born Sean Combs in Harlem, Diddy's rise to fame wasn't exactly a rags-to-riches tale. Sure, he grew up in the projects, but his dad was already a hustler, albeit one involved in less-than-legal activities. It seems ambition ran in the family. Diddy got his start in the music biz the old-fashioned way: internships. He landed a gig at Uptown Records, known for its New Jack Swing sound. He wasn't just fetching coffee, though. This dude was hungry, and I'm not talking about the free bagels in the break room. He climbed the ranks, eventually becoming an A&R executive. This is where his talent for spotting talent and making himself the center of attention truly blossomed. Little did the music industry know, a star was about to be born. The birth of Bad Boy Records, making hits and making enemies. In 1993, Diddy took a gamble, some might even say a reckless one, and started his own label, Bad Boy Records. This wasn't some small-time operation, this was about to be a game-changer. He signed this up-and-coming rapper named the Notorious Big, and the rest, as they say, is history. Biggie's success was astronomical, making Diddy a major player in the game. But with success comes, well, enemies. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry was in full swing, and Diddy, with his flashy style and even flashier artists, was right in the middle of it. Some say Diddy fueled the fire, others say he was just protecting his own. Whatever the truth, those were dangerous times, and they left an undeniable mark on Diddy and the music industry as a whole. Mo money, mo problems, mo ventures, Diddy's empire beyond music. Diddy's ambition wasn't satisfied with just conquering the music charts. Oh no, this guy had his sights set on bigger things. He ventured into fashion, launching his Sean John clothing line. And let's be real, who doesn't want to dress like a hip-hop mogul? Then there was the whole vodka thing. Ciroc, anyone? He didn't just endorse it, he became the face of the brand, convincing us all that sipping on Ciroc was the epitome of success. And guess what? It worked. Restaurants, movies, TV shows, you name it, Diddy dipped his diamond-encrusted toes in it. He was like a hip-hop Midas, except instead of turning everything he touched into gold, he turned it into a brand opportunity. Section 5. Fashionably Loud, Sean John, and the Price of Style. Now let's talk about Sean John for a second. It wasn't enough for Diddy to just make music and sell vodka, he wanted to dress us too. And he did, launching a fashion line that screamed, "I've arrived, and I'm wearing a $300 t-shirt to prove it." Sean John was more than just clothes, it was a lifestyle brand. It was about aspiration, about achieving the American dream, Diddy style. Of course, not everyone could afford the hefty price tag, but hey, a fan can dream, right? But here's the thing about fashion, it's fickle. What's hot today is so last season tomorrow. And as quickly as Sean John rose to the top, it faced its share of challenges. Still, you gotta hand it to Diddy. He saw a gap in the market, a chance to cater to a demographic that was often overlooked by the high fashion world. He might not have been a designer in the traditional sense, but he had a vision, and he made it happen. That's the Diddy way. Section 6. Ciroc Lee Unavoidable, Diddy's foray into the spirits world. Let's be honest, before Diddy got his hands on Ciroc, it was just another vodka brand gathering dust on the bottom shelf. But Diddy saw potential, a chance to elevate vodka from a boring party staple to a luxurious status symbol. He partnered with Diageo, the alcohol giant, and launched a full-blown marketing blitz. He threw lavish parties, featured Ciroc in his music videos, and generally made us believe that if we weren't sipping on Ciroc, we were doing life wrong. And you know what? It worked. Kirok's sales skyrocketed, making it one of the most popular vodka brands in the world. Diddy had done it again, proving that he could sell anything, even overpriced vodka, with his signature blend of charisma and marketing genius. Some might call it shameless self-promotion, others might call it brilliant business acumen. Whatever your take, there's no denying Diddy's impact on the world of spirits. Section 7. The not-so-subtle art of reinvention, Diddy's many faces. One thing you can say about Diddy, the man knows how to stay relevant. He's like a pop culture chameleon, constantly changing his colors, reinventing himself to fit the times. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy Love. The man has had more names than Elizabeth Taylor. And with each name change came a slight shift in persona. He went from the shiny, suit-wearing, party-throwing rapper to the more mature, business-minded mogul. He even tried his hand at acting, appearing in movies like Monsters Ball and Get Him to the Greek. Some might call it a desperate attempt to cling to fame. Others might say it's a sign of his adaptability, his willingness to evolve. Whatever your opinion, there's no denying that Diddy has always been one step ahead of the game. Section 8. The Teflon Don. Controversy seems to just slide off. Let's be real, no story about Diddy would be complete without mentioning the controversies. From nightclub brawls to highly publicized feuds, the man has seen his fair share of drama. He's like a magnet for trouble, except instead of attracting metal, he attracts lawsuits and bad press. Remember that whole shooting incident at a New York nightclub back in the day? Or the time he was accused of stealing the I Need a Girl song idea? Yeah, Diddy's been through it. But here's the thing, he always seems to come out on top. It's like he's coated in Teflon. Nothing sticks. He might face backlash, but it never seems to slow him down. Some might call it luck. Others might say it's something more calculated. Whatever it is, it's allowed Diddy to weather storms that would have sunk lesser men. Section 9. The legacy of a hip-hop mogul. Diddy's impact on the game. Love him or hate him, there's no denying Diddy's impact on hip-hop. He's one of the most successful figures in the history of the genre, a true icon who's left an indelible mark on the music industry and beyond. He's credited with launching the careers of superstars like Biggie, Mary J. Blige, and Usher. He's changed the way hip-hop is marketed and consumed, and he's shown the world that rappers can be more than just musicians. They can be entrepreneurs, moguls, and global brands. But his legacy is also complex, intertwined with controversy and tragedy. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry, the death of Biggie, the countless lawsuits, these are all part of the Diddy story for better or worse. Section 10. Still relevant? Diddy's current endeavors and influence. So where does Diddy stand today? Is he still relevant in the ever-changing world of hip-hop and pop culture? The answer, as with most things Diddy-related, is complicated. He's still involved in music, although his focus has shifted from making hits to nurturing new talent. He's still got his hands in various businesses, from tequila to television. And he's still a master of self-promotion, using social media to maintain his image and stay in the public eye. But there's no denying that his influence has waned in recent years. The hip-hop landscape has changed, with new artists and new sounds dominating the charts. And Diddy, for all his reinventions, hasn't quite been able to recapture the magic of his bad boy heyday. Section 11. Love him or hate him, you gotta respect the hustle. A final word on Diddy. P. Diddy, love him or hate him, you can't deny the man's hustle. He's a force of nature, a master of self-promotion, and a true survivor in the cutthroat world of entertainment. He's been called a lot of things: a visionary, a businessman, a marketing genius. He's also been called arrogant, ruthless, and even exploitative. The truth, as always, lies somewhere in between. Diddy is a product of his environment, shaped by the streets of Harlem and the excesses of the music industry. He's made mistakes, some bigger than others, but he's also achieved incredible success, defying the odds and building an empire. So what's the final verdict on P. Diddy? Well, that's for you to decide, but one thing's for sure. You can't write the history of hip-hop without mentioning his name. He's a true original, a one-of-a-kind talent who's left an indelible mark on the world, and whether you love him or hate him, you've gotta respect the hustle.